Hey everybody, this is Ryan from 60 Cycle Hum Guitar Podcast, and I'm back at it with the Oceans 11 Reverb by Electro Harmonix. I put some pants on so I could be on camera this time. I'm just going to go through the various settings on the little wheel here and explore what else this pedal can do. I've already shown off what the spring settings can do in face of other pedals that do the spring thing well and an actual Fender reverb unit. Go check out those other videos that I've published previously. Let's start with the Hall setting. I honestly haven't spent a ton of time with the rest of the settings on this pedal just because I've been so enamored with that drippy surf sound. So let's get into it. Let's check it out. Everything on noon. Here's Hall. I'm using a Titan by Cower with P90 in the bridge. This is very lush. Let's twist some knobs. There's the mix. All the way wet. Usually when I use a Hall reverb, it's right around here. And just a nice little splash. Let's check out the range of the tone. Barely there at that setting. Kind of a spooky sound. That'd be a lot of fun for swells and whatnot. I'm going to skip that spring setting. You've already heard it in all my other videos. It's great. Go check out my other videos. This is the plate setting. Plate's a pretty standard, but very useful setting. Of course, they're going to have it on here. I've never been like, wow, this is the best plate I've ever heard. I mean, they sound like a plate. Great. Awesome. This is the reverse setting. Kind of spooky and unsettling. See how fast we can get it to go. Kind of like that fast setting. That's a lot of fun. There is an echo setting. And here we have a red dot. When you get that, it means that there's different modes. And I'm pretty sure on the echo setting, that's just different tap tempo rates. You can see there is tap tempo on here. So that's different subdivisions. You can also hold down mode to get into secret settings. I don't know what these controls are actually doing with this setting, but they do something. It's neat to have a simple delay pedal built into this. There's a splash of reverb on that delay, but it's like you throw this on your board, you use reverb sometimes, you need a second delay or a primary delay the other times. It's there. Super convenient. This is an interesting setting. There is a tremolo setting. Simple controls on here. The mode changes wave shape. I think that's a triangle wave. That's obviously a square. And that's the sine wave. Tone controls the depth of the trem. And this knob right here, the time, controls the speed. Now, something interesting about this is it'll go so fast, it'll start to get into ring mod territory. It's a fun little extra for people who like to make obnoxious noises. I don't think there's tap tempo on this one. Nope, no tap tempo. I'm betting the sequence controls adjust the reverb settings. Yeah, the secret controls get you into the normal tone and time reverb controls. So the trem adjustments are up front, and then you have to get into the back end to adjust the normal reverb stuff. Now, I don't want to sound like a complainer, but something I wish they had done was give an option to have the tremolo only on the wet signal of the reverb. That's something I really like to do with reverbs that have like an external effects loop, is to have that reverb trail have the tremolo on it and your dry signal doesn't have it. It's just a really fun thing to do. I don't know how they would have incorporated that, but it would have been fun. I'm just saying. All right, now there is a mod setting. So time turns into the control for the speed of the modulation. I'm assuming tone is depth. Sounds pretty lush. Check out Dyna. I don't actually know what this does. I'm assuming it's some sort of dynamic, like ducking reverb. Yeah, if you listen when I'm playing hard, it pulls the reverb trail all the way out, and it's just the dry signal, and then it comes back in as my playing dynamics go down. It's useful for anyone that wants that splash on the end without it overtaking their playing dynamics. Like, you know, it'd be really useful if you're running it into an overdriven amp and you don't want muddiness over your playing, but you want that splash at the end, you know. There's obviously a couple different settings here. Oh, that's interesting. It's reverse. It pulls the reverb trail out when you aren't playing. I wonder what the green setting does. I don't know. It's a mystery. We'll never solve it. All right, moving on to auto-inf. I might need to pull out the manual for this one. Auto Infinite Reverb, an inventive reverb that listens to your playing and crossfades to a new reverb wash upon detection of newly struck notes and chords. Works best with long decay times. Interesting. So it senses, it's kind of like the sample and hold feature on the Canyon. You play a note and it's going to sustain that note indefinitely until you strike a new note. Kind of a cool concept. I think I could have some fun with that. Shim. This is the shimmer reverb. Got a little funky there. Wonder what lurks in the secret setting. I don't know what it's doing, but it did something. And it sounds wild. What a trip. All right, last one. Polyphonic reverb. Result of the manual here. 2 configurable bidirectional pitch shifts that add startling dimensionality to the reverb tail. Okay. So I think in the secret mode, each knob controls which pitch option is selected. So this one is selecting a low octave right now, I think. There you go. The other one's selecting a high octave, and you can hear it rack through it. I think that sounds like a high fifth right there. It's like having a pitchfork on your reverb trail. That's wild. That's pretty great, honestly. There's obviously some fun sounds in this thing. I need to spend a bunch more time with it because dang, there's some neat stuff in there. I mean, I'm immediately impressed with the spring reverb. I didn't cover that in this video. Go watch the other ones. But I gotta say, you know, stuff like the Tremolo reverb is a bunch of fun. I can't wait to mess around with that auto-inf reverb in a live setting. And there's just a bunch of standards and inventive reverbs on here to explore. What a great pedal! Good job, Electro Harmonix. Really good job. All right, please like, subscribe, dislike, leave me rude and nasty comments if you feel like it. Leave me nice and friendly ones too, if you want. Wrap me in a warm embrace of friendly comments, if that's your thing. Please support me on Patreon if you want to help this channel out. I bought this pedal with money that came from the Patreon. It took a couple months, but I was able to raise those funds. And they were just sitting there available when a cool pedal like this came out, giving me the opportunity to do all kinds of fun reviews with it. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Later.